Hey guys, before we get into this review, I just want to remind you to check out my book Powerless, Book 1 Potential and Powerless Book 2 Imagination, on sale now at Amazon.com, or you can message me, Powerlessbybr, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and have a signed copy shipped out to you. Thank you, and try to enjoy my reaction. What's up, guys? Got another reaction video here. Today we'll be doing Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Part 2 on Netflix. Now, I've watched all of Part 1. I wasn't the biggest fan of Sabrina the Teenage Witch growing up. The only things I can remember from it are Salem, and that's it, because Salem was such a wise ass. And that voice, I still hear his voice. I can still hear his voice from the show, the original show. So, but this, I didn't hate this series. You know, I usually hate when they try to tug at nostalgia and just try to make money off it, because it's ultimately lazy, you know. But it wasn't terrible. They could have very well done a show about another witch. It didn't even have to be Sabrina. So anyway, we're going to check out the teaser for Part 2. And then I'll go over the stuff I like about Part 1, what I think about Part 2. So, let's get into it.
And since when do you wear black? Trying to be edgy.
It's a new year.
Can't stay at home, can't stay in school. Old folks say you're old and cool. Down the street, on the girl next door. On the box, they're waiting for. Oh, Daddy, Mom. Cherry bomb, cherry bomb, cherry bomb, cherry bomb. Do it.
Not bad. That looks a little better. I mean, it's probably gonna be the same old, but I'll invest in watching it. You know, I'll stick to it. All right, now to this. First of all, there are spoilers coming. If you do not want to hear spoilers about this show, the first season, Part 1, stop watching now. If you don't give a shit, let's keep it rolling. My main irk with this show is not even the nostalgia part. It's not. The main irk I have with this show is that Sabrina used her white privilege more than she used her witch powers to me. Like, there were so many times where I was watching the show and I was like, oh, okay, so she's dead. Or, alright, kill her. Or, that's it, she's done. And by the hair on her chinny chin, she would win or get by, and her mindset throughout the entire show irked me. You know? Have y'all ever seen the movie? It reminded me of The Vampire's Assistant, where none of that bad shit had to happen if the main character wasn't such an idiot, didn't believe that he could do everything himself, or he was just too big for his britches. Those two characters right there just irked me, and that's what Sabrina did. She was a badass in her own right, don't get me wrong. I rooted for her. The actress playing her made me root for her, like, do it, yeah. But in the back of my mind, I was like, you shouldn't have done, you shouldn't have won that, or you should be dead by now. Like, there's no way. The black characters, I want to get on that. So, let's be real, people. Y'all know how it goes. The black characters. If they have even if they have one black character, more than likely he or she's gonna die. They have 3 black characters in the show, and one of them had to be the gay one of them has to be sassy, and one of them has to die, or all of them has to die. And sure enough, they completed the trifecta. You know, I don't remember her cousin being a part of the original show. I remember the two aunts. I definitely remember the two aunts. And I actually like what they did in the Chilling Adventures with the two aunts, you know. They still have that humorous vibe to them, but it's a darker tone. And I like the darker tone. Like in this instance, I like the changes they made to the aunts, you know. But the main reason I wanted to watch the show, not gonna lie, not for Sabrina, Salem. I wanted to see the wisecracking cat, and it didn't give me that. Like Salem said in the entire season, I think he said like a couple sentences, and he wasn't even a cat then. Like he meows and she understands him. I want to hear his voice. I want to hear Salem. I want to hear him talk shit. I want to hear him do that stuff. And they might do it in season 2. You know, that might be something they give you to look forward to. All in all, the characters were good. Her boyfriend, oh my God, the stuff she did for this guy. I don't know if he deserved it or not, but I swear, you think they were betrothed at birth the way they loved each other. Like, you would think, like, they've been friends since they were babies, like, making out since kids. I swear, until I saw them go to high school, I thought they were in college. Like, I don't know any teenager that talks like that. Like, expresses that kind of love like that. Even when I was a teenager, I was into girls, but never on that level. It was never like, forever and ever, I can't live without you, Sabrina, Harvey. You know, it was never that. The villains went back and forth from being real edgy villains to cartoons. There was one, Batty Bat. That was the most cartoonish thing I've ever seen in my life. The Grand... No, not the Grand Wizard. The wizard that's over the school. I keep forgetting his name, but he's like the Metatron for Satan. And if those of you know who the Metatron is, the Metatron is supposed to be like the voice of God. You know, you can't hear God's voice because hearing it would blow your head off or something like that. His voice is too outwardly for us to hear. So he uses the Metatron to speak to us. You know, stuff like that. I'm up on my thing, you know. So he's like the Metatron for Satan. And I liked him. You know, he wasn't trying to bother nobody. That's the thing. This man was just trying to do his job. He wasn't trying to rock the boat. He was just trying to do what he was supposed to do, get his job done, get in and get out. And he was down, man. He was cool. You know? He was cool. He had him a little chocolate sister. I saw him, you know, had a little chocolate baby. Which the girl, oh man, I forgot her name too. But she's the only other black girl in the show, I mean. Well, besides Sabrina's friend. Oh, I forgot about Sabrina's friend. Because, I don't know, they didn't really touch too much on her friends until like, it was here and there, but I didn't really gravitate toward them until they started having their own little storylines in the show, which was towards the end, you know, where she got the ability to see. She got this little psychic, the Shining. She got the Shining. Well, that's probably copyrighted. The Shinning. You know, her other friend could talk to her dead aunt. Harvey found out he was like a witch hunter in his blood, which, honestly, I should have seen coming. I didn't. Let's see, what else? I think that was it. I mean, her decisions in the show just kind of irked me. Hopefully they'll do better next time around. Because things that happened did not need to happen. Like, she could have just gone about her business, but she had to be... she just had to be her. Anyway, I do give it a thumbs up. Check out the show. It's not a bad waste of time. You know, it's not one of those white noise shows on Netflix where you put on and you just do work. No, I cooked food, sat down, got comfortable, put my phone on silent to enjoy it. And I did. I ultimately enjoyed the show. and it was good, and I will be checking out part 2. So that's my little reaction to the trailer and review of season 1. If I forgot anything, if you want to discuss anything, let me know. Hit up the comments. Other than that, this has been another Powerlessbybr reaction / review. Till next time, like, subscribe, share, comment. Peace.